Hello. Did you think it was me? Did I trick you? Did we trick you? So I got a new look. I look a little more cat-like now, but I'm just as good at Kitty. Kitty, the camera's up here. There's nothing down there. Never mind. Give up. New Year, new me's canceled. How do I tilt this thing again? Which one is it? There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Miss, I'm gonna have to ask you to get up. Oh. Hello. How are you guys doing? You look spectacular today. Why, thank you. I groomed my ears, especially for this occasion. How you guys doing? How are you all? Happy New Year! How'd that go? Sorry I wasn't here. I wanted to be, but stuff happened. Grab all food in the house and run. Hi Hazel, I haven't been able to catch a live stream for several months. Glad I could finally get one. Welcome back, Jill. I myself have missed at least one, and I missed one official one, and then I was gonna do another one, and that didn't happen either, but we're back now, and I know what I would like to do first. Hello Hazel, hey Kristen. Glad to see you're feeling better. Me too. It was a week. I kind of had it coming. I have a bad track record with airports. I figure next time, you know what I'm gonna do is, well, A, get a flu shot, because that was just dumb of me. I used to get them every year as a kid, and then for whatever reason, once I grew up, I was like, well, I never got the flu. I guess that means I don't need them, which is terrible logic, but I never went out as an adult and got a flu shot for myself if somebody else hadn't organized it. And I never got the flu until this year, but it was not worth it. So I'll get that done, and then I'm thinking so before I went to BlizzCon, somebody told me that I should get a face mask, like one of those medical masks that you wear over your mouth to have more of your own germs and less of other people's. And I thought it was a good idea, but the reason I didn't do it was I had already planned 30,000 things that I wanted to remember and do, and I didn't want to stress myself out with another thing if it wasn't necessary. And clearly it's necessary, because I have a real bad track record. Also, my camera's still a little low. If I sit up straight, I'm going to be almost out of it here. Happy time walking. Someone on Reddit recommended this place. I see a dog, so I'm saying hello. Hello. I hope that's not your only criteria, just because the dog leaves sometimes. Sometimes the dog just gets up and goes away, and there's not a lot we can do. We try to appreciate the dog while we have the dog. So the first thing that I want to do on this stream, which is, we're probably going to do some time walking. It's Cata time walking again, and I want to see if I can maybe get enough of the badges for that thing, the expensive one, but we'll see. The thing that I want to do before that is for you guys, got to 249 of 250 PvP pet battles for the Stunted Dire Horn, and then I stopped. It's been like that all week. I refused to queue another one because I couldn't do that to my friends, so I've been waiting. I may not get it the first one or the second one or the fifth one, but I have been waiting to try and do that on the stream, because, we've been working on that for a while. We've been, pecking away. My most successful team is probably this one, because that's the only one I know how to use. Oh man, that logic is far too popular. Nestar said, Nestar, how you doing? Happy New Year, Hazel. Hi, Hazel, from Michael and Sharon in the UK. Glad you're feeling better. Hi, Michael and Sharon. Thankfully, I get bombarded by messages from my doctor's office when my flu shot is due. So that would be handy. I should just set a yearly reminder. It's not like they're expensive around here. I think I could even get it through my husband's work if I went to work with him. I don't know what I would do for the rest of the day. Bring a laptop and pretend I work there. But they're not even expensive, even if you just go buy one. It's a good idea. The flu's not, but I know now that I've never had it before. I used to always go, well, how do you know? Because it shares a lot of symptoms with a cold, but you know. It happens really fast. Okay, so we're going to start with Righteous Inspiration. Tell the dog woof woof from Nestar, please. Hello, Hazel. Slip Dances. How you doing? All right, and then we're going to go in with the meteor with our buff. So it looks like this guy has a swap team, so he's going to be nether getting me out, which is actually, like, obviously it's going to suck because, well, I can dodge, actually. It's going to suck because he's laid down the minefield, but I don't actually want this pet out anymore anyways, so that's okay, you know, he can swap me if he likes. Although I don't really, I'm just going to pass. Ellipse, thanks for the super chat. Happy New Year, Hazel. It's really one of the best ways to slowly get back into WoW. Thanks. How you been? I hope you've been doing well. Let's see. I worked for months on a Void Elf, and LFD got bored, forgot about WoW. Now I'm making a no more lock. Oh, that sounds fun. Nothing like a new alt. Nothing like a fresh alt when you really want to be getting back into it. I find that usually reinvigorates me. I'm hoping that I really want to make a... Man, I should just stop doing this. Ugh. I know that the second that, well, I keep triggering my my racial as soon as I don't have a move left. Whatever. I should have swapped ages ago. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, so now he swaps me, which is fine. This one's gonna come in. He's gonna take the damage. That's fine. I'll just hit him once, and then we'll do basically the same thing, but with like the thunder thingy, because he's not very fast. My mom works for Disney. For Christmas, we were going to take my friends to Disney, but she got a virus. We couldn't go. That sucks. That sucks. It is better to stay home for sure, though. Yeah, the last place that you want to be spreading that kind of magic is Disney. Doggo performed spin. I hope he got a new toy for Christmas. Not the whale. That was last year. But my sister got him a little, like an alligator. I to this day can't tell the difference between alligators and crocodiles. But it's a little green, cute, fluffy thing, and he's been trying to tear it apart, and I'm sure any other dog would have succeeded by now, but he kind of sucks at doing things that he wants to, so he's just been, like, chewing on it, and it's been fine. And it's really cute, because he doesn't normally like toys, and I was hoping he would play with it, but maybe later. Thanks for saving this for us. I'll never get that far, so it's a good vicarious feeling of achievement. Never say never. You, too, could have a stunted Direhorn. I would say just, like, if you can scrape together one team that works and then just queue like a game or two whenever you think of it, if you do it often enough, you believe in the dream. Okay, so I do come back. It's unfortunate that he still has 6 health left because that's very close, but I am faster than him, and I'm also faster than the Tonk, and I have my Merc-a-Lot left still. So I'm saying we have a chance. I wonder what he's gonna do, because I go first. Only 139 and 250. I did pick up the 5 no heal achievement. Nice. You can get a free flu shot at CVS. Got a text message when I need my flu jab. A cold doesn't make you feel like you've been hit by a truck. Some colds do, but not to the same extent, absolutely. I got a brand new gaming mouse. It's beautiful. It works really good. Yeah, the G600, I think you have the same mouse I have. I have a, oh, we won. Look at that. I am a G600 person myself. We can be G600 twins. I got my stunted Direhorn. And now I can never pet PvP again. Oh, I quit. It's over. What? Stunted Direhorn. That's the one. It looks, I think, identical. Okay, no, it's a different color. It's the green one. It's the Direhorn hatchling and the Pygmy Direhorn that look identical, the Throne of Thunder one and the Archaeology one. But this one at least is green. At least it's green. Ah, that's cute. All right. How the pet's coming. I've been really lucky in getting more from islands lately. Nice. Pretty good. I did not have any luck from my islands this week. I had a better week last week. But they're coming along. So if I'm looking at... I'm going to head back to Stormwind just to take a look at the Timewalking vendor and kind of figure out what my plan is. And also, I need to scoot... Well, I was going to say I need to scooch to tilt my camera back up, but I still have my cat in my lap, so this is good. This will work. What a cute husky. How old is he? Joker is 7 years old. I said his name, so he looked up. He's actually an Alaskan Kleekai, which is why he looks like a puppy. He's going to be small forever. They're just little things. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Fawny Love. How are you doing? You can still get the fishing artifact. I don't really know what you mean by upgrade it. By doing Legion fishing, you can unlock the traits. And the traits will, the movement trait works, like the one that turns you into a shark, that's the one that you want. That'll work. The water walking will work. But it does not teleport you to nearby fishing nodes in BFA zones, I don't think. And you won't be fishing up any extra fish with it, but it is nice for the whole turn into a shark thing. Okay, heading to Stormwind. Can you actually gear from islands? Technically, yes, there is gear that drops from islands that may be a higher item level than what you have, but generally speaking, no. The gear that drops is mostly for transmog, and most people just either use it for transmog or sell it if it's not for your gear type, because you're also not guaranteed to get loot that's for your class. I have been on a roll of getting shields lately on my Shadow Priest. Finally, Hazel's come back to streaming. I did miss one. I was quite sad about it. I was awake too. I was awake. I just wasn't up. I always figured that if I got like sick enough to take a week off work, then I'd be like, man, I can finally catch up on WoW. But I wasn't able to like sit at my desk and actually play. I mostly just like laid on the couch and watched Netflix. That was the only thing that I could handle. I didn't want to Stardew Valley because I didn't want to be inefficient. I didn't want to like play a day poorly and then not have done enough within that day. So the time walking vendor I want to say is out here. I think that's true. I got a mummy pet for the island expedition. I don't think you can donate that many dollars with Super Chat. I think you're out of luck. Guildies are great. We ran 2 mythic keystones up to keystone level 6. Why are you playing BFA and not Netherwing? Netherwing. I have my Netherwing drinks. Those were years ago. Years ago. Alright, so vendors, where is the vendor actually? Am I dumb? Am I having a moment? I thought it was over here. It's kind of time walking week, right? Oh, it's over here, okay. Nilsaurus, thanks for the super chat. Thank you for streaming today. Hope you're doing well in this new year. My year started horrible, but your videos help me a lot these days. Thank you. I hope your year looks up. Nilsers, I also want to let you know, I read through your question for the vlog. It didn't make it into the final cut. It was, I kept tripping over it because it was long, but I did read your concept for a new class based on the Star Wars class that you like to play. It did sound really cool. WoW definitely doesn't have anything like that. My Gnome Hunter got a book that shows you where all the fishing points are. Are you a good enough trumpet player to record the honor hold music? I'm writing some WoW-related music and send you the tracks to record over. That is a very cool project. I'm probably not anymore. I haven't played in enough years to have completely lost my chops. I don't have any musculature left over, and in any case, I don't have any place that's not in an apartment building that I can play. Which is why I don't practice anymore. I have a silent mute, which doesn't help for recording, that I could practice with, but it's not quite the same, so I don't really play anymore. I still have it. My closet dream is if I get a house and have the ability to soundproof a studio, then I could at least play again. All right, so I have that one. We're here for toys. I already have the pets. I don't even think there are any. I don't care about our limbs. I don't care about rep. I have all that somewhere. Earl Black Tea. Ooh. A dignified beverage. Okay. So I just want this thing. It's 3,000 badges. And I think I've been saving up on my, okay, so if I do one time walking on my monk, 500 plus 30, we should get it. Have enough to get it. And then I can save up on my mage for something else. So I'm going to do one on my monk. It's going to be an absolute disaster because my monk usually is. I'll probably play Mistweaver because at least then I'm not tanking. She was set up for Brewmaster, but time walking is too hard for my not fully leveled and inexperienced skills. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself for just a second. Sorry about that. I'm totally fine. It's just that ending stage of after you've recently been sick where you still have a little bit of a lingering cough. Okay, so I'm still spec'd into Mistweaver. I'm still unfortunately using a staff that doesn't have any intellect on it, but what do you do? Oh. Man, that's why I replaced the mic stand. Hang on. Fix that. Fix this. At least I know what to tighten on this one. I replaced my mic stand pretty recently. And this one is way better, but apparently it's not perfect. Ugh. Wait, what does this one do? I'll mess with that later. Stay. Okay. I need a 3 DPS and a tank. Any 3 DPS and a tank. I'm gonna list up. We're doing 1 time walking dungeon. So my group is gonna be in pre-made custom for PvE. Nothing special. The title is going to be called Hi. Well, actually, can I do it in? Is there a time walking section? No, there's not. Hi, I'm Hazel, and I'm taking the first 3 DPS and 1 tank for 1 time walking dungeon, and we'll see where we're at. Are you trying to assemble the faction invasion pet? Oh no, I read about that. All right, so dances is tanking, and we got DPS 1, 2, 3. And we're all in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we're all in. I will be healing because I cannot DPS, so I'm going to ask Arsenra to DPS. Thank you very much. You're on top of it. Let's say hi, and then I'll queue us up here. And please don't judge me too harshly on my Mistweaver skills, of which I have none. Hot lemon juice and honey. I have, this actually is my favorite tea for when I'm under the weather. I have been chugging pots and pots and pots of this. It's not very good. It's not like a fancy one, and I don't have any evidence or reason to believe that it's helping, aside from the fact that just sipping a hot tea helps. But it's the honey lemon ginseng tea. I think it's Safeway brand, to be completely honest with you. It's just a cheap grocery store bag tea, but it's honey lemon ginseng. And then I have, if I'm feeling real sorry for myself, or if my throat's really bad, I'll have a little bit of honey in it. And sometimes a little bit of lemon, mostly just the honey. And it's very nice. Like, it's good anyways just to be sipping something hot, because that helps loosen up and soothe your passages. I'm gonna try and not make the stream too gross. And then it just helps. Also, I have like a, hang on, which one? Vivify, that's the one. All right. I really hope that I don't let the team down. Cata Timewalking I found is a little tougher than some of them. So I know as long as I have my enveloping mist up, okay. As long as I have enveloping mist up, I have no idea what talents I have. Then I'm healing for more, and I threw down my statue. I don't even know if you're supposed to take the statue, but it's pretty, so I took it. Anyone interested in Tinker? I don't know if it's been confirmed. I think it would be kind of neat. I would still prefer like a Dark Ranger kind of deal, like a Dark Ranger. Yeah. I know I said the same thing twice. I was trying to think of more words to describe it. I want another ranged DPS spec. I was like a week ahead of you. I still can't say a few sentences without hacking up a lung. I find that my voice is totally fine as long as I don't talk too much. So it might get a little worse throughout the stream. It doesn't hurt or anything. I'm totally fine. But I might sound a little hard to listen to a little later on. End times. Good morning, good morning. This one, oh boy, I can't look away from it, can I? What other buttons do I have that will help? Like, obviously, I could life cocoon if it gets to that point. And we're doing good about taking nice small pulls. So I Soothing Mist, I Enveloping Mist, and then I just press Vivify. What is this one? Essence Font. That's like an AoE thing. I can press that. That helped. I feel like, and again, I can't just, like, this is time walking, so we're all scaled, and this character was 111 to begin with. And also, kind of my fault, because my weapon does not even have any intellect on it. It's a Brewmaster weapon, but this is still better than me taking. Did I buy water this time around? I don't even know what water I would drink, actually. I have a fish. No, I can't drink that. Oops. Oh, dear. Wardens or Shadow Hunters? You could, like, wrap a Warden spec in, but I feel like Wardens just feel a little similar to Demon Hunters. You would end up with, like, this melee glaive tanking thing. I can't imagine drinking Sage. I'm trying to remember what Sage tastes like. It's one of those things you see on ingredient lists along with, like, potatoes and soup that usually includes potatoes. And I couldn't tell you what it tastes like. All right. Alright, I wish us all luck. As long as we all go for the same zombie, it'll be fine. Either one will be marked or I will mark it. Either way, doesn't matter. But as long as we're not disagreeing about which one. How do I help damage actually? Okay, I have a Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick. I can help in that way. I'm gonna dispel that. I don't remember what that is, but it's probably not good. And then I know the second I look away to read chat, everything's gonna be instantly not okay anymore. Okay. Time for the zombie ring. This is fun. Oh, you marked the spot. Oh, that's smart. Okay, well that takes care of that then. Like that. All right, so we're going for this one. I'm going to. Oh, you gotta be careful. You don't want to trip. Ooh, that thing has a lot of health, doesn't it? I don't actually know how much health it has, but I do know. Okay, we're good. That it wasn't going down very quickly. Is there a real B mount? There will be. Get it? No, they're not yet, but there will be. I want to say 815, 82? I don't remember, but there is going to be a B mount, and Ian basically said that that's going to be like an alliance racial thing, or a rep thing, but an alliance B mount. So if he goes back on that one, there's going to be some buzzed off alliance players. I'll stop. Heirloom weapon would be 110. Might be better with int. Maybe? I'll check the item level after this. Because my item level, this thing is 114 down from 210. Well, alright. It's not like I can change it in combat anyway, so I'll just chill for a second. Do I have combat points as a Mistweaver? Doesn't look like it. I'm just curious. I want to see if it'll tell me. So where's like the staff I always use? Is it in here? That one's not. I do have a fully scaling staff somewhere. Hazel is bro? I'm bro? I'm bro? I don't know what that means. It sounds like a compliment, though. I feel like it's hard to insult somebody by saying that they're bro, so, you know. So, you're bro. One of my favorite root beers has sage in it. That's strange. Hunters from my realm. I'd like to say hi since I'm a newish player. Welcome, Shadowcat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to WoW if you are a new-ish WoW player. I hope that you encounter all of the best of us and miss a few of the well, I hope you have good encounters with other players. There's lots of great ones out there. It's a great community if you deal with the great parts of it. I got the hive mind on the day that the secret finding group did it. It made me happy. Nice. Hazel, what are you farming today? Oh dear. Oops. Hopefully that wasn't my fault. I wasn't looking. It might have been my fault. I am trying to get the last bit of charms that I need for the last toy that I need off of the... Oh, good. Good timing. Timewalking vendor. Cata Timewalking vendor. I don't actually know what it is. I want to say it's like a Deathwing simulator. I don't know. I'll find out. But you need 3,000. I think it's the most expensive Timewalking toy, which is why it's the last one that I have. So, we're... I'm saving up for that. It should be just the one run. I actually already this stream did my last win. I did my last PvP pet battle win, and I got my stunted dire horn, so that's fun. I haven't named it yet, but I'll get around to it. Do your ears hurt when you have headset over glasses? No, because I wear them over my headset. You might notice if I turn my head that I look dumb, because I have the stem of my glasses, and it's more pronounced with some of them than others, but it goes way up. But I can see just fine like that, and it's way more comfortable because they're not pinching my head, so no. But I can't have them under, because then it does hurt quite a bit. I get really bad headaches. I think most people would. How do you install mods? I've never used any before. Don't know how, no tutorials. So what you want to do is what I do, I should say. There's multiple ways to do it, but the easy way, in my opinion, is to download the Twitch app. If you Google Twitch app, you'll find it on the official Twitch website somewhere. And that has a interface, a tool basically, where you can like search for mods. You just click a button to install them and it'll put them in the right place for you, and it can also help you keep them up to date. Really, really easy to use, and I would recommend doing it that way. It keeps them all organized. You can see when the latest version is. You can search for more. You can see what's popular, and you don't have to worry about like unzipping files or putting them in the right spot or keeping stuff up to date. Bro means you are really good. Hope you have fun. Oh, thanks. LFR, it's end of February. It's true, LFR will come out a little later. Use it at half health for the ultimate experience. Use what at half health? Which one? Essence font? Probably not. I'm probably confused. Oh, keep Essence font active. Soothing Mist makes Vivify and Enveloping Mist instant. Yeah. Soothing, Vivify, and Envelop. Yeah. Got that. So I should keep Essence font up all the time, or just use it on cooldown, basically? Castable while moving. 12-second cooldown. Okay, so it lasts 3 seconds, but they heal over 8 seconds. Yeah, the math adds up. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. I should do that. Only should I do it also for single target or only for AoE healing? Still have 2 more time walking dungeons to do. Oh, do you guys tend to do them like all 5 of the ones for the weekly for the piece out of the chest, or do you just do the one and done? I'm a master of the one and done time walking myself. I want to say I recently got a beta. He's my first fish as an adult, and I put a pic of him on Discord. Congrats! I'll have to check that out. I wish you guys the very best. I had a quest. Level 120s came and killed all my quest murlocs. Oh no. Depends some on whereabouts you're playing. Although I guess if you're just in the world, there's not a lot of help in that. Your group needs more druids. It's true, I could have been a druid. I do have a druid. Many all druid raids have conquered the toughest places in Azeroth. Speaking of fish, I'm worried about one of my fishies. One of my minnows is not doing well. I just noticed this morning, and I ran all the water tests, and they all look fine, and all the other fish look fine. But that one minnow is not doing very well. She's not swimming correctly, and I've never seen that end well, so I'm a little bummed out. I don't know what's up with her. I can't decide if I should pull her out and set up the quarantine and try and give her antibiotics, or if I should just leave her where she is and see if she pulls through. I did a big water change, and she looked a little better after that, but I could have been just imagining it. I don't know. I'm a little sad. Can't you wear contacts? I don't actually need the glasses for vision. They're blue light filtering glasses. They're like gaming glasses. There may be gaming contacts. I've never heard of that. And also, because I don't need glasses, I've never worn contacts, and they frighten me a lot. I've seen contacts being applied many times, and it just weirds me out. Like, it's fine. I'm just glad I don't have to do it. And it's not like I'm not even one of those people that can't have things touching my eyes. I'm moderately okay with eye drops when those are necessary, but it looks like you're putting another eye. It just looks so uncomfortable. I'm sure it's not, because people do it every day, but I've also never worn cosplay contacts. Those look scary too. I hear they're like, especially the ones that cover your vision. How would that not freak you out? Loved your reactions to the WoW cinematic. Keep Renewing Mist and Thunder Focus Tea. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good idea. Thunder Focus Tea. That one. That button that I have not been pressing. Okay, so it's got a 30-second cooldown. What do I want to power up with my Thunder Focus? Why is my mount keybind not mounting me? It's just summoning an owl. There we go. What do I want to buff with my Thunder Focus Tea? I'm here. Oh, they're coming for us. So it can do Enveloping Mist to give an extra instant heal. It can make Renewing Mist last longer. It can make Vivify free. So probably Enveloping Mist, right? Because that's the one that's adding more right now healing. Probably either Enveloping or Renewing, right? You can move the Blizzard raid frames. Yeah, I do that for Arena. I can't play with the raid frames on the side for Arena. They're too far out of the way. But for PvE, I don't like stuff in the middle of my screen, which is weird because the same arguments apply on both sides. Like for Arena, I need to have them out of the way so I can or for arena, I need to have them in the center of my screen so I can always keep an eye on them, which you'd think would also apply. Oh, oops. Oops. Oh, I'm not. I didn't catch what happened to me. I think I was supposed to spread out. It's been so long since I've done this one. And then for PvE, I like a clear view of the floor so I can see stuff coming like that I very clearly saw. But you also want to see stuff coming in arena. So I don't really understand my own logic, but I like them on the side for PvE. Also, I don't raid heal. Probably that's why. I don't look at people's raid. Why is that one-shotting people? What is that? I don't remember. It seems overtuned. All right, so something went out over there. Is it gonna blow up? Do we just not touch it? Did somebody step on it? It's really big. There's no way that we would have missed that. No, that's just AoEing us. All right, I need to use Essence Font. Also, I have a guildie asking me something. Oh no! Life Cocoon! Does Joker Kitty get scared of fireworks? My puppers were not happy. Oh, that sucks. They're actually, well, they're fine with fireworks, but we also don't get them very much over here. Oh, Thunder Focus Tea is a pretty good heal. You're right. Yeah, we don't get them super loud over. Oh, what? People are just dying. It's okay. She's almost dead. I should help. And we also have battle reses for days. The glory of druids. But now even when there are some, our dog and cat don't seem to really mind. The cat will get under the covers and cuddle, but she does that anyways. So I don't know if I can blame that one on the fireworks. Loves glasses today. Thank you. People usually prefer the other ones, but I don't know exactly where I put them, and they were also giving me a headache. All right, end spot. Quite enjoying Pally healing. They got buffed after Legion. I really like that new Pally animation. There's a new Pally casting animation that went in 8.1, where you like pull out the book and you're like reading from the book and like drawing out the holy energy. It's really cool. I was gonna put it into a list, some kind of list, but it didn't make it in. I don't remember what video it was gonna go in. My cat sleeps through fireworks. I think cats, maybe not all of them, but all the ones that I've known have a magical power to sleep through anything if they want to. Bedders are fun to have. Mine is blind, but still savage as ever. He prefers to eat tiny dried worms. That's not disgusting. It's that's fish food. I have dried bloodworms or freeze-dried bloodworms as a treat for him, but I don't give them to him very often because if I'm gonna give him a treat, I like giving him the frozen ones because I feel like they're just better. I don't know that for sure. He likes all of them. He'll eat anything. I have 3 huskies. They're sweet dogs, but rarely service dog material. That concurs with my knowledge. My male is one. If you're ever interested in a pup for him, PM me. Yeah. All the husky. Well, I've never actually had a husky, so I can't say I know about them. But I had a Malamute, and then this thing. Joker's a Klekai, and they've all been very stubborn, and they're gonna kind of, or at least ours, they're gonna kind of do what they're gonna do. You know, you can train them, and they'll listen, and they can be very good dogs, but they've got a stubborn streak to them. Alice, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. Renewing, not enveloping. I missed the thing. My mom used to touch her eye just to annoy me. I can't even put on mascara. I can handle mascara, and I've even upgraded to lining my waterline, which is just sticking makeup in your eye. But, oh no, my camera's frozen. Stop that. I'll worry about it later. Oh, there we go. But I've never done false lashes. I still have the ones that I was sent in the mail time to try one day, and I'm just terrified. Take the talent to 2 boosts. You can insta-heal when applying enveloping mist to get a free vivify. What talents do I even have? These ones. No idea. I took like the most passive talents that I could come up with, but I'm only really trying to get through like a time walking dungeon. I just sometimes that requires more from me than other times. Greetings from the Czech Republic. Welcome, Skullbuggy. How you doing? What are we up to today? Time walking, but probably just this. I don't know if I need more than this one. I might. I guess I should do one of my mage, because I know I need at least one more mount. And then, and she's got a good amount of badges, so getting like the extra 500 on her would be good. Joker seems upset. That's just his face. He's always like that. He's no, he's not upset. That's a happy dog. If you want to see him upset, try and leave without him. That's not his cup of tea. All right, so this button and this button, and get some essence font. Yeah, you guys told me to use that one. That's good. And we're back. Pretty early. Do we have a time warp bloodlust? Because we can. I thought you could redo that. I feel like that used to be the strat. Was just because your cooldowns are reset every time that happens, which also means I should be a little bit more free with my. I guess you get 5 resets. That's a lot. I could be a little more free with my cooldowns. I've also got renewal that I could use. A lot of range. Can I just roll through? What happens if I do that? Oh, we're good. Can you LFG the time walking dungeons? You sure can. You sure can. That's the way you generally do it. I just like to put together viewer pugs just to help you let you guys carry me. But yeah, you can queue an LFG for them. It's not a bad way to level if you also want the stuff from time walking, because you can queue for them as long as you're out of the level for what the content was. Like you can queue for them for a Cata one. I think as long as you're like 85, 90. I don't know the exact level, but I do know you can queue for them on characters that are not fully leveled, and you'll get experience. That's the only reason why this character is 110, is because I've just done a couple of months of just one time walking dungeon per time walking, and that has been doing it. So we've got 2 more. He's down to 22%. Throw out the... Oh, I got it back. I just like cocoons. We're actually going to use them all. We only have 1 left. I wonder if I should help do damage. Maybe not. You know, the other thing that I really need to find time for is it's not only is the raid launching on the 22nd, but it's also the end of the PvP season, and I'm still only halfway to my Vicious Hippo. I have this like fantasy in my head that I'm just gonna clean up my Twitch account so I can just do PvP streams that would be exactly like the olden days, and I just think that might be a fantasy. It might not be true. Okay, what'd we get? We got our Time Warp Ember. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna take that in and try out this new toy. Can't use it. Requires 120. Okay. All right. So I need to go to Stormwind, which is north of here. I can go to Dalaran. The XP is amazing. Where is my XP bar? Do I have that turned off? I turned off my XP bar on one of my characters because I think after 111 you have like the Azurite bar and the XP bar, and they're just chunky, you know? In Bartender it has them both together, so it's your like your status tracking bar, so you can't do one without the other. What is this? Titanic effort. Did I never turn that in? Is this for a free legendary? What? This is the wrong expansions worth of content. Oh, I got a Titan essence. Hooray. Use the toy at half life well if you want it for the ultimate experience. Oh, the toy. Oh, does it take half of your health? Is it gonna kill me if I use it at half health? Let's find out. I mean, I'm not gonna, well, how would I even lose half my health? I have a 16-year-old husky. That's an old dog. Having a husky is like having a 4-year-old. My Christmas cactus bloomed for the first time ever. And my snake plant had babies. I should have pictures of my Instagram this weekend. That's awesome. That's awesome. How, your 10-year-old Christmas cactus. That's really cool. I got mine as a clipping because my friend's mom had the most amazing one. I think hers was a Thanksgiving cactus. I think there's a difference. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. But she had this incredible one, and I just was like drooling over it the entire time I was visiting their house. And I didn't take anything home that time, but for Christmas that year, she took a clipping of it and potted it up for me, and my plant is based from that. I love those things. They're great. Fall off a tower? Oh, yeah. Man, I was just gonna be like, oh, no, I don't know how to do it. I guess I can't go down to half-life. Like, you know, if it can't be done, it's not my fault. Oh, well, whoops, you know, too bad. But now I have to do it. Way to go. All right, well, let me buy the thing first. How do you turn off your XP bar? I use Bartender, so I just in Bartender, which is an add-on that you can pick up if you decide to grab the Twitch app. It's under status tracking bar, but without an add-on, I think you're pretty much stuck with it. Okay, over here. Did I get enough? You get 10 for boss, right? Do I have enough? No! No, I need 10 more. Oh, dear. Oops. Looks like we're doing another one. I do have the priest class mount. Use the toy near a res spawner. I don't know where it is around Stormwind. I haven't died here in a while. Best tip for getting lots of polished pet charms is to have as many 120s as you can stomach leveling, and then do every daily that gives them on each of those characters. Just do it over and over and over again. It's the fastest way to do it. All right, group number 2. Hang on. I was going to check to see if my heirloom staff was going to be better stats. All right, so this thing is item level 160, which is a pretty big downgrade, but it does have some intellect. You know, what's the point of the extra stamina or whatever? I'm just going to put that on because at least it's got int. And then I'm going to list this up for a new group because I got to do another one. So let's, same thing. Anybody else wants to come along? Your last video, you had Pretty Army Gnome. Where did you get it? That is from the Dark Shore Warfront. So 1, 2, 3, and a tank. Dark Shore Warfront. So you get it. Pieces will drop from the rares out there if you go kill the rares whenever they're up, or once per cycle. And then also make sure that you queue the Warfront once or more times if you want, but at least once per will do it. I still don't have all the pieces of it yet. You can track them in sets. So for Shift P brings up, you can have appearances sets. It's at the top here. This is the leather one. The cloth one is the one you're talking about. And you get those from doing Warfront stuff. I believe it's also the PvP set. Oh. Got a cooldown. I heard the Owl Griffin thing got a lot of hate, but I love it and I'm considering leveling a Shadow Priest just for it. The Owl Griffin thing. Oh, no, we're good. Should I save for the expensive toy or buy the cheap toy now? It depends on which toy that you want. If you don't have the mounts yet, I would save for the mounts. I think that they're cooler. Been running the ship table mission for pet tokens. You can get some from that too. I found that they don't show up very often. Maybe I'm just missing them, but I have a really bad track record with just, you know, I keep checking and they just never show up. The original plant is about 100 years old. Mine was also a clipping. My mom has the original plant that was her grandmother's. I love stuff like that. Love the new gold making video. Thanks, Tula Butt. I love your name. That's a great name. Between Christmas and yesterday's 0 pet charm world quest or mission spawn, I was very mad. I don't usually mind too much. I also didn't look today, but I don't usually mind too much because that's kind of like a day off. Although I can't complain too much. I've only been doing them on 2 characters. I take my druid and I take my priest. And that's all the 120s I have because I have not been leveling them. Because I feel like once I finish leveling them, then I have to do the dailies on more characters. And it just, you know, you get on some days there's, you know, 2 or 3 dailies. You got to go out to all the different spots, and then the fight doesn't take very long, but the travel time, that's where they get you. I want to come along, but I don't think I can join in your server. It's not server dependent, but it is region dependent, and then factions. So you don't have to be on Lightbringer, but you do have to be an Alliance player, and you do have to be on any NA servers. Yeah, the priest class mount. I didn't hear too much hate for it. I remember a lot of heck was thrown towards the people were mad about the paladin one because it was just another horse. I think the warlock one had the same response. And then some people thought that the warrior one was boring. I love the warrior one. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, the priest one's cool. I had a Grim Batol group on my Horde rogue today. It took more than an hour. Ooh, hopefully we don't have that problem. I really like this one because you can, you know, you can use the drakes and take half the trash out ahead of time. The priest class mount is beyond hideous. How could you say that about my birdie? To be fair, I don't actually ride it very often. I think I like the purple version of it best. I like the shadow bird better than the discipline or what do you call it? Better than the dis or holy birds. But it's still a neat bird. There's an annoying pig in the middle of bristle, whatever. An annoying pig. An annoying pig. Cute dog. I thank you, casual WoW farmer. People thought that the mage class mount was underwhelming. Oh, I remember about that. There was a lot of really top quality fidget spinner memes. That one was one of those ones that's really great if you're if you like understated mounts that don't bonk your head when you fly somewhere. There's not that many like flying disc mounts. There's a few more than there used to be, but there's not that many that just like disc mounts, and it was kind of neat to have another one, but I definitely see the, you know, it's really easy to look at the shaman class mount, you know, that crazy elemental lord thing, and it's like 2 steps away from being the genie from Aladdin, and go, well, mine's not as cool. The warlock one's just another horse, but you can get it in a purple tint. Warrior class mount would have been fine if the weapons in its bin had been selected from your own monks. Oh, that would have been cool. Shaman mount, best mount. I like the monk mount. It talks to you. That's why I don't like the monk mount. I got over. I didn't get every class. I only got a couple class mounts actually, mostly the ones that also had pets around. But he's so, I don't know. He seems like kind of a bummer, you know? I feel judged, even though I don't think he's saying anything especially judgy, but sometimes I just feel a little judged when he's talking to me. The upright-headed owls are bizarre. The high mountain flight form, it could always be a fidget spinner. This mount changes depending on your talent spec, which is neat. Yeah, I like that. Don't use any of the class mounts. I have better ones like Ashes of Alar. It's hard to bring yourself to use your other mounts once you find your favorites. I found the best thing to do. I used to use and I still do in some characters, but I used to just keybind the random favorite mount keybind, and then like just use all of them basically. Like I would favorite almost everything, and then I figured I was seeing more of my mounts, but I wasn't really looking at them. And then occasionally somebody would ask me what a mount was, and I would try and figure out what it was, and I would have no idea what they were talking about because it was like 30 seconds ago and I've already forgotten what mount I was riding. And, you know, sometimes a lot of them look like purple birds. So what I like doing instead is just like picking out a couple, like 2 or 3 maybe per character that kind of fit with the race class theme. A lot of these ones that I'm killing don't really need to go. And then I throw those on the sidebar and I kind of like switch them in and out as I feel like it. And that's been better. The monk mount does talk to you. It has it talks in your chat log, and it also has voice lines. The Shadow Priest artifact, the Shadow Priest artifact weapon did the same thing, but the Shadow Priest artifact weapon, which I had for the entirety of Legion, I liked a lot better because she was cool, you know? She, I feel like, would be fun at a party. And, what was it? Banfu? Was that his name? Does not sound like he'd be fun at parties. The monk mount is kind of snarky. Content is relaxing. Thank you. Thanks for watching it. The only thing about the warrior mount is they got the colors wrong. Red should be fury, gray should be arms, not the other way around. Red does seem like a furious color. You'd have to do the monk mount quest chain to actually know why. You'd have to not only do, but also read and remember the monk quest chain, because I did it and I was very surprised. I remember being startled, actually, because I had sound on for some reason and was not expecting it. And there's not that many voice lines. I think that's the other reason why the monk is more obnoxious than the priest one, is the priest weapon would talk to you, and it didn't have that many voice lines, but they also wouldn't come out very often, whereas the monk mount, I could probably demonstrate. Not in here, but maybe outside. The monk mount, happens every time you summon him. He's like, "Where are we going today, Grand Master?" And every time you summon him, he has something to say about it, and there's only like 4 options, so he gets old a lot faster, I feel. Monk man is just happy to see you every time. Yeah, but sometimes can't he just nod? You know, after we've been stalwart companions for so long, can't we just have like a silent understanding of our companionship? Does he have to be like, "Hello, how are you doing today, Grand Master?" Oh no, I need to get out of that. You can still get class mounts, yep. Yeah, nothing stopped me from doing that. It's a great thing to do if you're looking to keep busy and don't want to be doing BFA stuff. It'll take you a while. I use Ashes of Valar. Chicks dig Ashes of Valar. The end of the warrior class mount when you punch out the I shouldn't have been reading. My bad. My bad. Should I try and run back, or is he gonna? I'll try and run back. I bet I can make it. I'm a fast mount. I've got Chi Torpedo. Let's time it so we can stack it up. And I'll be there shortly. Are you playing a Dark Iron Dwarf? Not currently. Although I can see, I've got the red hair. This is just a regular dwarf. She's not really iron of any kind. My Dark Iron Dwarf is my Warlock alt, which I haven't been leveling very much lately. I'm coming. I might make it. Oh, I need to be careful not to roll into those guys. Scooch around the corner. I'm almost here. Oh, we did it. Where'd he go? Did he despawn? Where's his body? Am I dumb? What happened? Did everybody die? Oh, they wiped. Oh. I'll pay attention this time, I promise. I'm sorry. I dislike the sound the priest class mount makes when you summon it. I noticed after someone told me, and now I can't unhear it. How's your mount hunt going this week? I got White Hawk Strider, Fiery Warhorse, and the Deep Home Dungeon mount. Hashtag humble brag. Definitely not a week like that, but you know what? You got those mounts because you went out and you did those dungeons. And I didn't go out and do anything this week. I don't even think I played on Tuesday. Not a great mount hunting week. Good for pets, though. I've had a couple of pets. I'm up to 1,000 and... what, 1? Like, Dalmatians? Why does it say 998 again? I didn't get rid of any. I'm not, like, deleting them. Oh, you know what? I don't think it accounts for all of them, but in the gold making video, to demonstrate that you can cage the Nomergon pets, I caged my Alarma dog, and I don't think I remembered to relearn it. I wouldn't have sold it. I don't have it in a group, so it wouldn't have auto sold. There's no way. There's no way that I accidentally sold my Alarma dog. No way. I'm still gonna double check, you know, after the dungeon. I'm also paying attention, and I'm going to move out of Blitz. I know this fight. I played through Cataclysm. I was very excited. It was like my first full expansion, and I was like, I'm gonna pay attention and do my best and find myself a raiding guild and be the greatest Hazel I could be. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So the gist with that one is once he set his eyes on you, you can move. He won't track you with it. I know it's real rich coming from me because I died to it last time. And anybody in the path of it will take it. There you go. So, it doesn't have to be you that he targeted. If you're in the way, he'll get you. This brings me back, actually. I'm a little bit glad that Cata Timewalking is tuned this way, because this actually feels like a Cata dungeon throwback. It doesn't feel like Timewalking. This reminds me of when Cata came out. Good times. People were so mad. Gotta play Dark Iron Dwarves. My favorite mount is the Ghastly Charger. Are you gonna tell your chair story? I actually was kind of... that was actually... I know I said I would save it for stream, but that was kind of the most of it. The rest of it is that extra piece. So the reason I bought the base as well, because I thought I only needed the cylinder. The original problem with the chair is that I couldn't get it to go up. It was permanently in its farthest down position, and I couldn't get it to raise. It just wouldn't raise. So I figured there was something up with the cylinder. Maybe it was out of something. I don't know. I don't understand chairs, clearly. So I was going to order a replacement cylinder because that's what I read online was the only thing to fix that problem. And on their website of the chair, they said if the chair's before a certain date, before a certain manufacturing date, then you should also buy a new base because we changed the designs of them and the new cylinders won't work with the old bases, whatever. And I didn't know when the chair was manufactured, and I should have looked up for a serial number, but I forgot about that, so I just bought the base anyways, just in case, because I would have hated to have not bought it and then needed it. So yeah, I got the new parts in. And then I'm like, look online to try and figure out how to install it, because the new parts did not come with installation instructions. And the manual of the chair does not come, because apparently that part comes pre-assembled. So I look at the manual, that doesn't help me. I look up like the service manual, that doesn't help me. And then I find a YouTube video from like 11 years ago, if YouTube was even around back then, like the oldest YouTube video I could possibly find. And it's this really blurry video of a guy with a really big wrench, and he's like, use this kind of wrench, just in text on the screen. And then he's talking about how you have to really use some muscle, and it's like this really like ripped dude who's like smacking and like pulling on this chair to disassemble it. It's like, sometimes it gets a little stuck, just hang in there. And I'm looking at it like, even if I had that gigantic wrench, there's no way that I have half of the strength of this dude to get this chair apart to even replace this thing. And while I had the chair flat on the ground messing with it, while I was trying to take out the old one so I could replace it, it went up again. And I still can't get it to do it while the chair is upright, but if I tip the chair all the way over and lay it down on the ground and pull, I can get it up again. So it's hard to find a good height, but at least it's not perma bottom anymore. And now I also have a very expensive tripping hazard on my office floor. So I don't really know, but I'm glad that I got it fixed and that I'm at the correct height again, because I hadn't realized how uncomfortable that had been. I've been kind of avoiding being at my desk for like months because it's been like that for a long time. And it feels a lot better. Everything's way more comfortable when I'm at the correct height, so that's good. This is a painful fight. This one was always a little rough, though. I remember like learning this fight and then still not entirely understanding if I was doing it correctly, because there was just so much damage going out. More Essence font. And I see from Marathi now, 1 pet and 3 toys. You got all the mounts? Jealous. There's some cool mounts in that one. A little hungry all of a sudden. I've been trying to eat healthy because when I went to Canada, my family, they're like, the way they describe it is they're plant-based now. They're not like technically vegans because they'll eat meat like on vacation or if somebody serves it to them, but for their regular food, they like to choose like plant-based alternatives, and they have like almond milk and all this stuff. But they're like really amazing cooks. So the entire time I was gone, I was eating this food that was like super delicious and really good for you, and just like really amazing home cooking. And during that trip, I felt amazing. And I realized that my diet kind of sucks. I don't eat a ton of food, but the food that I eat isn't very good. And I feel way better when I eat vegetables and like not just tons of carbs. So I've been trying very hard to find things that we can eat. It's hard because my husband's allergic to like everything in vegetarian food. But I'm trying. Been trying to find new things to do with vegetables. They don't have to be boring. Oh, I got a trinket. Healing. Oh, I got a healing trinket. Actually, I need that. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put on my new Gale of Winds or Gale of Shadows right now. Because I don't know what the other one was doing. I also have tanking trinkets, so that wasn't doing me any favors. Are you enjoying BFA? I am, actually. I'm having a pretty good expansion. I am enjoying it less than Mop and Cata, and more than Warlords. Already had the Bat, got the Raptor and the other Troll one. Same team for both. Nice. You were going to be the very best, like no one ever was. I want the Shackled Urzel. Are people still running Legion Mythics for fun stuff? You could probably find somebody, but it might be a wait. You might be waiting a while to find people out for that stuff. In one more, is it one more expansion or two more? No, it's two more. It's gonna be a while before Legion stuff is legacy loot, but the chair sounds like a horror movie. Oh, hi Hazel and chat. Hello Jacob, how you doing? I dropped my new phone tonight. Luckily it's okay, but I just wanted to remind you all that life is short. Thank you. I'm glad your phone made it. I read a really sad but heartwarming post online, like really late last night, which is my fault for looking at the internet instead of sleeping, but I was reading this post about this person that had lost their cat and like looking at pictures of the cat, and it looked like a really sweet cat. And I was just so sad for them and their cat, and I like had my cat and I was cuddling my cat and had a lot of those same feelings that I'm glad that I have my kitty to spend the best quality time I can with her. And she's a young cat. I'm not anticipating losing her anytime soon. But you always get those feelings when you read from people that have lost their pets, because it's one of those things that just happens eventually. I'm allergic or just picky? Allergic. He will die. He will super die. What's he allergic to? I've talked about it before, so I suppose if it's too much information, it's too late to go back now. Nuts, legumes, which is like all soy, chickpeas, beans. Nuts is the big one, but soy and beans are factors in a lot of vegetarian cooking. Hazel, is your husband also a gamer? He is a gamer. He does play a lot of games. We don't play the same games. We haven't really ever played the same games, which is a bit odd. Like, he does play WoW a little bit during some raid tiers if he's interested in the raid tier, but not very much at all. He has lately been going all in on, what has he been playing? Path of Exile. He plays Monster Hunter. And I've also seen him playing Black Desert lately. He like made a new character of a new class that came out, I think. It's always playing something, but it's not usually the stuff that I'm doing. One more expansion, we need one more level. I thought we needed one more level for Warlord stuff to be legacy loot. I thought that was what the deal was. Was Warlords that bad? I never played it when it came out, but I thought the zones were really cool when I was leveling. It's so long ago now that everybody's reasons are going to get kind of distorted in memory for why they liked or didn't like Warlords. In my opinion, the problem with it wasn't necessarily that the content was bad, although the Garrison got all kinds of heck for being like a like the phone game aspect of it and how isolated it was. Like, during Warlords, you would log in every day and you'd be in your Garrison with just your character and nobody was there, and you would like putter around and do two things in your Garrison. You would log out. There wasn't really any reason to leave your Garrison. Everything was there. So you had not really any reason to go out into the world. There were some, but for the most part, there just wasn't a lot of stuff to do. And then it was cut drastically short by just not much content. There was a really infamous content patch that had like nothing in it. Like it had been ages since any new things to do were added. And then they added Twitter integration and the selfie camera in a full-blown patch. and that didn't go over very well. And then we were in, what was it, Hellfire Citadel for like a year with no content. It was a good expansion with not enough of it, really. It kind of felt like they jumped ship on it halfway through after it was getting trashed so much for having garrisons, and then there just wasn't really enough going on with it. I have a lot of anxiety when I have to travel and leave my cat at home. I don't worry so much about my cat because I know that she's just a real good one, and she's fine. She takes care of herself around here. And also she's a house cat, so her risks are a little lower than like an outdoor cat would be. But I worry a lot about my fish because there's not, like, if they need my help and I'm not there to help them, but I've also, sometimes you can't help them. I'm safe to eat vitamins, water, and air. Oh, I'm, danger. What's that really good button? That one. Revival. That helps some. What's the other button? There we go. There's life cocoon. Oh, I'm rooted. I tried to gnome racial out of that, and that didn't help. This button. This button. This button. Why is this trash pack ruining our lives? What have we done? Oh, I should help. That was a really hard trash bag. Like, the last boss went way easier than that. Hello. Hey, Christina, how are you? Yeah, you should start doing time walking. I mean, look at the rewards, see if you like them. If you don't want the stuff, there's mounts and toys and pets. If you don't want the stuff, then there's no sense in doing it. But remember that the same currency you get from all time walkings is used for all the rewards. So maybe you want, like, the Pandar and time walking pets. It's worth doing some dungeons on your characters now during the Cata event, because you can save up your charms and then spend them when the Pandaren one comes around. What I like to do is the first run on each character per time walking event gives you a quest item that you turn in for 500 badges. So what I do is I just do one per character, get the 500 badges each, and that's by far the fastest way to get badges. And because all the rewards you're getting, like the pets and mounts and toys, are all account bound, I can do that on all these characters, and then on one character I buy one toy, the next character buy another toy. You get the idea. It's pretty efficient. Hazel just finished watching Infinity War. Glad I still made it. Welcome. How was the movie? Not here for long. Just feeling all icky. Didn't want to show support. Hazel love. I hope you feel better soon. You can come. You can make it. I believe. I am not waiting for classic. I'm not. I'm glad that it's there for people that want it. I'm just not one of them. I'm getting bad. Hang on. I'm deteriorating rapidly here. Let me finish the boss fight, and then let me take a deep breath, and then I will answer the question. Sometimes I feel like when I'm streaming, oh no. When I'm streaming, my mouth gets ahead of my brain. I have like brain lag, and you get really flustered trying to catch up. Alright, so we get behind the boss. The dragon's got like half health, but I feel like I can heal this. I got plenty of mana. Can we kill the... Is the dude still on the ground? He's still got 20%. Oh no, he's on the back of the dragon. I see. So I'm going to dispel the dot. Quick heal. The voice acting is pretty funny. I'll be with you guys in a sec. Oh no. Oh, we're not doing the ads. We need to do the ads. Okay. I should probably just die, huh? Danger. Yeah, so Black Desert is a game that I have some experience with. I think it's an excellent game with some big... I wouldn't even say flaws. I would say cultural differences. It's a Korean MMO originally. The Western version is a translation, I think. Well, obviously, because it's in English, but it's officially published, but it's a Korean game. And some things that go along with that are, it's got the microtransactions there. Basically, from what I understand, a little pay to win. in order to be competitive at the end game, a lot of people are sinking a lot of money into it. And then PvP is a bit mandatory once you reach level cap. It's everywhere, and people that have spent more money than you will be better than you. Oh, that's a cute one. Octopode fry. How is it blue? I thought only the alchemy one was blue. Yeah, so Black Desert, little pay to win, from what I understand, and my knowledge may be limited. I might be wrong. Little pay to win, but it's got really incredible systems. The classes are really good. The combat's cool. And I really liked the life skill and trade systems. I've never seen anything like it in another game. I was just like, I was farming, but I was also like shipping goods from town to town to like manufacture things. It's missing a lot of conveniences from games, but that makes it kind of special. Like the auction houses in cities are not really connected, and your goods aren't connected. So if I made, like the WoW example, if WoW had this system, if I like, you know, planted a bunch of turnips near Ironforge, I couldn't just sell them in another city. I would have to sell them in Ironforge, or put them on a cart to move them to another city. And the same thing goes with your gold. Like your money is in a city, and if you want that money in a different city, you better load up your cart with all your gold bars and drive your horse to another city and hope that bandits don't take your gold because you're on the road. Like it's a very in-depth and cool system. I played exclusively via life skills, which means that I never hit level cap, and I didn't have any interest in combat. I would just gather and craft, and you can also like hire workers. There's lots of different factors to it. It's a cool game. It's free, I think. Is it free? I don't know. I thought it was free. It's worth trying out. But be aware that if you're into the PvP of it, or like the max level content, there are some frustrating aspects to it. Okay, so for this fight, we want to make sure that when the ads spawn, we don't let them get to the boss, so we can stun them, we can slow them, we can definitely kill them. That's the idea. But we just want to get on the ads. Stop the ads. What do I have that can help with that? I can leg sweep them. I have a keybind for that. I can help hit them, and I think that's it. Hey, Nilzars, thanks for the super chat. Gotta go. If you want some basics in Mistweaver healing, just ask. May not be the best, but it can give you a few pointers. Enjoy and have fun. Thanks, Nilzars. Let's see. Hi, Hazel, and hi, chat. Hey, Huggle the Muggle. How you been? Have you ever not played an X-Pack while it was current? I'm finding BFA more enjoyable than previous X-Packs simply because I'm playing things while they are current. Have I ever not played... You mean like... What do you mean not played it while it was current? Like, I often go back and do content from old X-Packs. Oh, I guess I kind of see what you mean. In MOP, I didn't really keep up with current content. I didn't really raid in MOP, and I didn't really do PvP. I was mostly just leveling characters. I didn't really mess with MOP stuff in MOP, aside from, like, the farm. Okay. I forgot to stun it. I'll try it again. Alright, so the Invocation of Flame is being summoned. Where is it? Where's the ad? Where's the ad? Where's the ad? Oh, there it is. Oh, I stunned it. Can we kill it in time? Oh, we can't stand in the pink stuff. Oh. This is a tough fight. Oh boy. Alright, Essence Font. Whenever I remember to use the Thunder Focus Tea for an enveloping mist, that seems to be pretty good. That seems to be doing good stuff for me. Alright, when's the next ad? I'm scared. I've got 25 seconds on my thing. I can't... I cannot... Oh, I might be able to stun it in time. I can at least help hit it. Alright. Oh, it targets a person, so the target can also run away from it. So we can all make sure that we're not standing next to the place where it spawns. That's right. It's been a while. Alright, we're almost there, though. We almost made it. I believe in us. I'm so proud of the progression. Feels good. Gotta a few more badges. I'm new to your stream. I play a Blood Elf Demon Hunter. Welcome. How on earth would I say your name? Neargirth. We're going with Neargirth. Do you have a setup on Sniper? Not really. I'm looking to, I'm gonna clean that up and figure out my favorite way to do it before I make my video on it. But next on my list is raid guides. I'm gonna be doing those for mostly the rest of the month. I got the Highland Stallion and the Great Sea Ray mounts last week. Congrats! I lived in Classic and will not go back. I'll probably, well, I was gonna say I'll probably log in and check it out just to see what's up, but I already did that during the demo and I feel like I saw everything I needed to see. You aren't doing the DPS hard enough. The DPS harder, all the DPS, more DPS. I know you're healing, you still need to do the most DPS. You're right, I'm not doing enough. Let's see. We got Tiger Palm. I'm just so confused by the lack of combo points. Normally when I'm on a monk and I'm hitting things with Tiger Palm and Blackout Kick and you're getting combo points. Oh. I stuffed too far forward. Oh, I'm also, I got lasered. Should I release, will I come back here? Where do I come back? At the beginning! Man, I probably shouldn't have released. I figured it might put me by the boss that we just killed. That would have been nice, because then I would have been like right there. But I've learned my lesson and I was wrong. Hi Hazel, I'm so hardcore. Play Korean MMOs, North Korean MMOs. Oh dear. Octobot Fry comes in different colors. I have the purple one. Man, I didn't know that. That seems mean of them. Like, it's one thing to make the valley chicken. Yeah, I don't have it. It's one thing to make the valley chicken have different colors because that's just a wild pet. You can just, if you want them all, you can just get them all. No big deal, but okay, so we're wiping. I can actually res, but I can also wait. If you take the Drake back, it spits you back pretty quick. So I think I stood in the front of the fire truck hose and I need to sidestep the fire truck hose. Been playing a real old favorite game, Master of Orion 2 Battle. It has been fun. Oh, it's not free? Bummer. It doesn't, there's no subscription though. I would have remembered if it had a subscription. It must be a buy once thing. You're just my fave. This boss and the final boss can be reset by running out of the boss room. My name is Scandinavia. Scandinavian, or it's just Scandinavia. I could also call you Scandinavia. Shadow Gale mechanic and the final boss is what made my group take too long earlier today. That one's tough for some people because it's hard to you gotta stand in the thing and it looks like you shouldn't be in the thing, but you gotta stand in the thing. Do you have the Infinite Time River? If not, have you ever even seen it drop? I have not seen it once. I also have never even seen it drop, no. Isn't that like a 1 in 3,000 drop rate? Something like that? Have to head out. It was awesome seeing you, Hazel. Thanks for being so awesome. Thanks, Jill. Happy New Year. Should I stop saying that? It's January 4th. Maybe I should let that one go. Oh, man. I know people, everybody that I knew, and by that I mean like one friend that really wanted it when it first came out and farmed really hard for it. I think they got it. But it doesn't seem like one of those ones that likes to bless people that are just casually out and about. My video and audio is choppy. Oh dear. Let me see if my stream data. It says stream health is okay. It should be, if it's not anything I can do on my end. My end looks good. YouTube may be having some issues. That happens sometimes. I got insanely lucky. It dropped for me too. I have an infinite, all you guys with infinite time ravers, man. 3 of my guildies got the time raver in the first month it's out. Well, now I just feel unlucky. My example of not doing an X pack was while current, I played very early Legion, left, came back at the end. None of the dungeons or questing felt very fun, more like a chore since BFA was coming. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't usually do, like towards the end of Legion, I had pretty much given up on all Legion content and was just kind of farming old stuff, but that's pretty normal for end of expansion, I think. Lots of people use that time to like go back and get mounts or reps from older expansions. Some people are doing that even now. I'm doing fine. Your video's choppy. I'm on a 2400 band modem. Just make sure that your mom's not on the phone. If you're, you got to make sure your dial-up's clear. No time reavers have dropped into any time walking I've been. It took over a year for it to drop to me. What is this, 93? What's up, Adam? How you doing? I just got the Corcoran Annihilate. Nice. I don't think I have that one. I'm not even convinced I remember what that's from. Is that a Siege of Orgrimmar? That Corcoran Annihilator. Maybe it's a Horde one. Do people go back and farm mounts from Legion yet? If I want a mythic mount, how many friends do I bring? A lot. And from what I understand, I'm not confirming this, but as soon as the like if you're looking for like the mythic, what was it? Gul'dan, was it? I don't remember. But mythic, the mythic mounts that are guaranteed drop become no longer guaranteed and move to I think it's a 1% chance after the expansion is over. And Legion stuff is still, because it's just 1 X pack behind, you'll still need a fair number of, I don't know how many people, but I think you'll still need a group that knows the mechanics to do it. And then I think only one would drop if it did drop, which wouldn't be guaranteed anymore. So you might be waiting a while. It could happen, but I think most people wait a couple of expansions if they don't get it during the current one. Mythic Siege. Hey Hazel, how are you feeling? It's 1:20 a.m. here in Poland. I had to pop in for a sec. I had the timer over 2, got it under 100 tries, super lucky. What's up, Tiffany? I'm feeling all right. I'm a little congested, but I am pretty much better. I think after this dungeon, I'm going to refresh my teacup. But thanks for stopping by. Hazel, happy new year. 4 people would be best if we're going for mythic raids. Don't worry, I don't have it either. RNGesus does not like me. RNGesus gives, and then I guess it doesn't take away. It just sometimes refrains from giving. 2-man, a lot of the raid content with a buddy on heroic. I wouldn't expect more than 3 or 4 would be needed on mythic. Oh, that's not too bad then. You could do that. You could have like a weekly friend party where, you know, you all get together and hang out and chat and do the stuff. You could absolutely still go back and ref grind Legion, and in fact, if you're looking to make an allied race character, you're gonna need to. A lot of our Void Elves and Lightforged Draenei, as well as Nightborn and High Mountain, are all locked behind Legion reps. Did Mythic Night hold the other day with 10 people? It was a joke. I don't care too much about the Hellfire Infernal, but I want the Shackled Urzel. That's my brand of creepy. Oh, that's a good... I forgot. Yeah. It is a good one. Yeah, Mythic Argus. I wish you the best of luck. Do we know for sure that the drop rate got nerfed after Legion? I'm sure it did, but I guess I'm not sure. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking. I've never tried to do one that was only 1 old. I'm always really, really... wary, or not wary, but just like lazy about going back and doing stuff until it's like super outdated. That's my fault. I should have moved out of that. I let stuff like Cata raids are still like the newest raids that I've been doing. I maybe sometimes go into mop raids. I think it's because every time I go to, all right, so we want to get into the Shadow Gale, so we're heading over here because otherwise it's gonna hurt. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, we lost our tank. Tea do you drink? Lots of different types of tea depending on the mood and requirements, but this empty one was a honey lemon ginseng tea that I prefer whenever I'm sick. Hang on, I should be paying more attention because then I would stop getting rooted. Essence font, and what else can I do for AoE healing? Revival's a really long cooldown. I can't really rely on that one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on? Alright, so we found the Shadow Gale. That's good. boss is still at 80%. Oh, did he heal? He can heal. It's something to do with the ads. Like if they open an egg, I think that heals him. So we need to kill the ads. Oh. I might have been able to prevent that one. I can look at the dungeon journal if we wipe on this one. This is a tough fight. I'm out of buttons. Am I? Yep. Alright, let's take a look. So, we're good on the Shadow Gale, I feel like. So the Faceless Corruptor, after he corrupts an egg, he will heal the boss for 20% health. So we kill the ads. And then if he hatches the eggs, then more stuff comes out of it. So we're going to get into the Shadow Gales. You can dodge the binding shadows that he throws at you. Clearly, I'm not very good at it. You have to be pretty quick on your feet, but you can dodge that. And, believe in ourselves. Do you like Earl Grey? I didn't used to, but you guys sent me a whole bunch of it, and it's quite grown on me. I do like it. I'm still an English breakfast person for black tea, though. If you buy the game, do you get playtime? That's a good question. It used to. It used to come with 30 days of playtime. I don't know if it does anymore. I would assume so, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know that if you're buying the game, like, for the first time, it's free to play. Like, there's no subscription until, like, up to level 20. And I don't think you even need to buy the game for that. I think you can just download and play the game up to level 20, and then it'll ask you to buy it after that if you want to go further than that. But you can get started right away. I bought your shirt a while back. I love the fabric, so soft. Hope you're doing well. Glad you like it, Sanderman. Thank you. Oh, I got lock cookies. Thanks for the well wishes. All right, that'll help. Switch to ads. Slow them. Can I stun them? Do I have a slow? Crackling Jade Lightning doesn't slow, does it? Right after Shadow Gale. Kill them before they get to the eggs. Run to the doors. Swap to the ads. Movement slows work. Cherry chai is my favorite as far as teas go, but it's got to be very subtle on the cherry. I don't know if I've tried a cherry chai. I think you can stun. I'll try it. I'll try leg sweeping. Do I have a slow? Crackling Jade Lightning might knock them back. Oh, I have paralysis. That might work. Forgot about that. What else? That's it. Okay. So the ads will spawn by the door. So we'll swap to them ASAP when they come out. Alright. I believe in us. Go team! Oh, I don't have any more tea, but I do have some water. Okay. I'm ignoring you guys. I'm being a super professional. This is my mythic rating face, which I'm making up because I'm not a mythic rater. Alright, so yeah. Oh, I totally got out of that. He's cheating. He's not. I could have got a little farther. So Shadow Gale's coming up. Good stuff. I'm so used to having ground AoEs. I'm usually either a Holy Priest or a Resto Druid, so I can usually just, or like even a Resto Shaman could just throw down a nice circle. Alright, so ads at the back. Here he is. And he's immune to stuns and he's immune to paralysis, so I can't help. He went down though. Good stuff, good stuff. Proud of our team. Essence font. Lust up. I'm going to set a focus on the boss so I can keep an eye on his health. So the Bounding Shadow is going to come out. You can see like which way he's facing for that. And kind of predict it when he starts casting it, because it is a cast bar. Okay, Shadow Gale's over here. I don't know how he healed, actually. He's still healing. Does he heal when you when he hits you with the binding thing? Yeah, Binding Shadows drains life, so I can So I can dispel it, but if we can avoid it, that helps too. So yeah, he wasn't healing from the ad yet, because the ad, I mean, it's still important that we kill it, but the ad only heals if it actually fully hatches an egg, and you've got some time on that. So it's more about dodging if we can, and if we can't dodge, we can at least be spread out so that not all of us are getting hit by that, because that dot is draining life from us. That's what's happening. But I also wasn't dispelling it before. I could only dispel one of them. But if we spread out, that should be enough. We don't even have to dodge if we spread out. You sound British? People all over the world enjoy tea. I'm sure British people might think that I'm enjoying tea incorrectly, although at least I have a kettle. You should see some of these Americans with their microwaves. It's out of control. Okay. Is there timers? I don't have timers for this. We're making much better progress on him now, though. He's below half. I imagine that would also super slow down this fight. Alright, so he's launching out that way. And I got it. And we're off. No big deal. Easy stuff. Go team. That's... Where is it? Under the frozen orb. Can do some damage. Get some DPS in. Oh, make sure we're spread out. Got it off. There we go. Sometimes I think I must have been forgetting that I am healing, and it is my job to dispel. That one is on me. I didn't think that it would, I guess I forgot that, I thought you got 10 badges per boss, but you only get 10 badges from the last boss. You get 5 badges per boss. Hey, I got a weapon! That's got intellect on it. That should be better than my staff. Thanks, guys! We did it! Good teamwork. Oh, Heroic has 2 ads? Where does the Horde turn in the honor-bound service medals? I don't know. It should be near... I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat can help you, though. Somebody must know. Yeah, you don't need to buy all the old X packs. Thank goodness. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, you pay for BFA, and you pay for your sub, and I think that's it. Be in a little hut where the turn-ins are for the daily. Oh, that's good. Who? Oh, Hazel. For a second, I misread your comment, Stephen, as who is Hazel learning? Who am I learning? Most British people destroy their tea if you need to add sweetener. Your tea is bad. Flavoring for an accent is fine, but sugar is unnecessary. I like it both ways, depending on the tea. Like, if it's I think there is merit in a really strong bitter cup of tea that has a good helping of sweetener in it. I feel like that's a different beverage and it's got a different vibe than a really good tea that stands on its own unsweetened and doesn't need it. Like, they're both really good and they're just completely different. And speaking of tea, I need more, so I'll be right back. the jar of tea I have has like separated. I know honey doesn't really, did I say tea? I meant honey. I know honey doesn't really go bad. I don't think. It's like one of those things that's just preserved because it is sugar. But it's like separated and you can't really mix it back together, so I just like try and scoop up some of the watery honey and some of the crystallized honey, and then I just dissolve the whole thing and it's still good. A dog cat fish cam. Is dog cat fish cam? Is that a puppy cam? Yeah. That's my full-grown adult dog. I got up, so he's wondering if that means that we're going anywhere. Buddy, lay down. You're good. You can lay down. But sometimes I have it on the aquariums. There's a betta tank, and then there's also like a community tank that sometimes we do. That's some rapid spinning. He's too tiny to ride even for a gnome. It doesn't, but it crystallizes like there's no tomorrow. Oh, maybe that's what's going on with it. It's also like local organic honey. Like somebody just had some bees and stole it. So that might have something to do with it. All right. I have enough. I have enough. We're there. We made it. Cata Timewalking dungeons are a commitment. I thought I was going to do a mage one, but I might not have time now. All right. Tossle Wrench's mega accurate simulation viewfinder. Witness the wrath of Deathwing firsthand. I promised you guys I would do this at half or under health, so I'm going to go find a building to jump off of. And I think that the graveyard for this town, I'll try and find it. Do you guys remember where the graveyard is in Stormwind? Just because I might need it. It might come to that. Throw it in the microwave. It'll also mix better when hot. Is it safe to continually heat it up again, though? Like, it's a big jar and I just keep it in my cupboard. Isn't there a graveyard over this way? Like, around... I mean, you might consider that. I don't know. I feel like it's on this side of town anyways. Maybe not. So I need to jump off something and take fall damage, but I also... I can't land in the water. So what if I... What about here? Under half? Might have to do that a few times. Cathedral District, where? Okay. So I'm pretty close over here. I'm in the Cathedral District-ish. I should be able to run back without too many problems. I'm regenerating health really fast. Also, I didn't even learn it. There we go. So, we'll... My under half. 47. Alright. Witness the wrath. Oh! Here he comes! And... Oh! I lived! I'm at 5%! That's fun. 30 minutes, yeah, okay. Simulation is so lifelike. So does anybody else see that, or does your character just look like they're cowering? Do they look like they're on fire? If I need it, I just take a spoonful out and heat that portion. Not good to microwave if it's a glass. If it's in a plastic container, get that. It's in a glass jar, so maybe not. Just you. Man, the best toys are ones that you can really share with your guild, you know? And when you need to be able to connect with your friends. Hazel, I have a chance to say thanks for your videos and patch info. It's helped me since I have dyslexia. MVH Leafy. I don't know what MVH means, but thanks, Jonas. Thanks for stopping by. I saw you take damage. It is okay to continuously heat it up. Honey will never go off. Disco ball toy. Disco ball. Do I have a disco ball? I have $1 on disc. I remember that the other one, what was it called? Gerboggles. Yeah, the other Cata toy. That's a fun one, you know. This gives you 10 solid minutes of being the Gilblin of your dreams. You can really get a good close-up look at Gilblins because normally they're underwater and they're trying to kill you and you like can't see which way's up anyways. But you've got to, you know, look at your forearm fins. Excuse me, hang on. That's some good forearm finnage right there. All right, it is 4:39. We got 20 minutes. We finished our Stunted Dire Horn. What else was I gonna do on stream? I feel like there's some stuff we gotta catch up. Oh, it's a promotional toy. I don't have that. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to do a couple of mount runs. They've been, like, every mount run stream, something has just come up for the last little while. Or at least that's the way it feels. There was Christmas, and then the one after that I was sick. And then I feel like something happened to an earlier one. Maybe it's just like the BlizzCon mount run stream I missed. That was back in November, but I still feel guilty about it. But I want to do some mount runs, so. We're still currently on Zul'Gurub looking for the Raptor. I already have the Panther mount, but I would really like the armored Razashi Raptor. I don't have one of those, and I'm going to give it another couple of shots. Probably not all of them, but, you know, some of them. And I'm probably, I mean, I'm starting to slowly level these characters. You know, very slowly, one time walking dungeon at a time. But we could probably handle them in mop raids, you know. Yeah, because my 110 mage that I use to camp stuff with, she can kill a mop world boss just fine, you know. It takes lust, but that's fine. She has lust. I guess maybe I'd be better off getting into 120 if I'm gonna farm mop raids. MVH in Denmark, basically love or best regards. Oh, that's good to know. Hi, Hazel, so happy to catch my first stream. Welcome, Naomi. What race class combo are you going to choose for Classic? I'm good. I'm probably skipping Classic. If I was going to play, I would probably end up as a... Oh, no, you can't. I was going to say I'd be a Night Elf Hunter, but you can't be a Night Elf Hunter, can you? What kind of hunter was I? Can you be a Night Elf Hunter? You must be able to. Oh, no, you can be a Night Elf Hunter, but they don't have, like, custom pets. So I would be like a Night Elf Hunter with a... Because they don't start you off with the cat pet. That's what it was. It's human hunters that you can't be. I can't remember what they've added and what they haven't, but I would probably be a hunter, but I'm probably not going to do it. I could go see if the rare that drops the dragon mount is up in Deepholm Annex. Could check on that. I farmed over 200k worth of transmogs in 25 minutes today. Hopefully they will sell in a reasonable time. I wish you the best of luck. I've always found that's the hardest part. My favorite spot is farming, what's it called? The one in Tanaris. Why can't I remember the name right now? It's got the pyramid with like they've got like the whole sacrifice event. It's complete. Zul'Farrak. Zul'Farrak is my favorite place to farm transmogs, and I found some really great stuff there, but I always seem to sit on a lot of it for a really long time, even when something says, you know, it'll sell for, you know, 10, 15, 30k gold, like I'm almost never getting it. I made my mage to farm portal anywhere. It really is the handiest thing. Night elves can be hunters in Classic. You start off with no pet in vanilla. That was it. When does it come out? I think it's what, summer 2019, so anywhere between May, unlikely, and I guess June and September. But probably I would say later rather than sooner. I would say they're probably going to push it to September. What am I looking at? Which one do I want to do next? I'll take this one. Zul'Farrak, that's the one. Yep. Will you ever try for the Solar Spirehawk? It's a little more common, 1 in 500, not so taxing as the other world boss mounts. Yeah, but like, you have to, because it's a world boss mount, you have to share with other people. I guess I should farm that one on my mage. On that mage. If I can kill it. Can you kill it on a 110 that was just boosted with no gear? Is that hard? Is that tough to do? Because competition is the biggest thing. On my normal server, it's hard to get a kill on something like that, like to find it up. And, you know, raid boss, like raid and dungeon boss drop mounts are often 1 in like 100, you know, which is even better. I find that transmog sells great to the vendor. First Hazelnutty live stream. Welcome, Joe. How you doing? Island Expeditions have given me like 250k in auction mogs this week while helping my friends level. They've been nicer about giving me mog to sell than they have been about giving me pets. which you think I wouldn't be mad about because you can just sell the Mog, and my island Mog has been selling. Maybe I sell it a little undervalued because I just want to get rid of it. I hate sitting on stuff, but it does sell, and then the pets aren't that expensive. Like, some of them are, but a lot of the original island pets are like under 10k each on my server now. So I'm heading for Zul'Kareb, so I'm just gonna fly from Kara. How come you won't be playing Classic? I've never really wanted to. I don't really play a whole lot of games that aren't WoW. I should say retail WoW, because it would still be WoW, but I don't know. I'm spoiled. I like my pets and my transmog. I'm a battle pet person. They don't have those. So excited to be here. Hey, Caden. Spawns like every 20 minutes. I guess that's not so bad then. I didn't mean to go into Karazhan. What am I doing? The road PSA 1, good for you. Is that the name of the stand? It is a road mic stand. I forgot what it was called. The mic's an NT1A. I think the stand is a PSA 1. I don't remember. It's great though. It's amazing. It's like I thought that I had like a $20 Amazon arm and it was fine, but doesn't hold a candle to this thing. Although I couldn't figure out this thing until I put it's like pneumatic. Well, I shouldn't. I have no idea how it works by magic. Okay, it like lifts up and stays up by spirits. But when I had unboxed it and taken off the little strap thing that's like, don't take this off until you're ready for it to pop up. You know, don't let this clock in the jaw and kill you. I took that off and then I couldn't figure out how to get it back down because I would like push it down and then it would like float back up and I'd be like, how do you adjust this? And then I realized you put the mic on it and then the weight makes it like magic. I didn't understand. You found a Horde service metal pet in the auctionist for 60k, now to level it. Nice. Although that also seems like a good use of service metals. Like, if it's only 100, like 100 service metals for 60k, that is pretty cheap. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm always trying to find new ways to scrape a little extra gold out of my game because one day I might end up with a long boy auctioneer mount, but I don't know. I need my Moonsaber. I'm at like 170? I think I'm close to 200 service metals, maybe a little over. How do you guys farm islands? You queue up for them, and then you do them, and then you do it again, and again, and again, and again. Some people like to island twink, which is having a 111 character with like the best legion stuff they can get, run the normal mode ones. I just run heroics on my priest. I love your channel. Thanks for being my favorite streamer YouTuber. Thanks, Austin. Gotten 10 island pets, still 0 mounts though. From what I've been reading around online, which I know is the best way to get statistically accurate data, is just to read anecdotes online. From the anecdotes I've been reading online, it seems the mounts are very rare. The only one I've seen anybody have is one guy had a screenshot of his treasure map mission being for the parrot. And it's the only time I've ever seen an island mount. I know they exist, like they happen, they do drop, but the rates seem abysmally low. Selling pets in the auctions, raising 25. That will help you sell them for more, but it may not necessarily help them sell any faster. Pets are one of those things that just take a while to sell. And if you're looking to make money in the market of selling pets, your best bet is just to have a ton of inventory. If you're posting, depending on your server size, but if you're posting like 200 to 400 pets in a day, then you can expect to sell a couple every day. Whereas if you just have one pet, you might be waiting for months. Duskhaven Top Hat. I don't think that well, do I? I don't know. What's it called? Probably not. But if you tell me the name of it, I can check. They're making that Battle Pet mobile game. Are they? People are excited for that if that's a thing. I know lots of people want pets to be mobile. It would be neat if they did it for PvP pet battles. I bet you they will. I don't know anything, but I bet if they were going to make like a WoW, part of WoW playable on mobile, then there's no real reason for PvP pet battles to not be. Okay, that's a no-go on that one. It's the best microphone. There's lots of good mics out there. I know a lot of people are really happy with the Shure mics, but it definitely works for me. I want a frog mount so bad, but it'll take away from my Longboy gold. Hey, welcome to my diary. Hang on. One. Thank you. Seen island mounts drop 3 times. I got 2 of them. What? Which 2 did you get? Jealous. Oh, Dusk Given Dock Hut. That's what it's called. I'll check. Craghorn Chasm Leader from Islands. Oh, so jealous. There are people that have about 3. It's just about being lucky. Are your PvP pet battles working? I didn't think anyone queued anymore. I stay in queue for eternity. It never pops. Mine worked just fine. I was getting like 30-second queues during the event. And now that the event is over, it usually takes like 2 minutes or so. It's not an instant queue, but it if I find that if it's like not popping, it's been like 5+ minutes. Just reset it because it's probably broken. It may be different on EU though. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Duskhaven top hat. This tab. Appearances. Duskhaven. What? Why is that not filtering? That's weird. I don't think... Well, that's weird. I doubt it. Maybe I should Google it. Maybe I should figure out what's going on with that. I feel like I might enjoy a nice top hat. Dusk. Oh, it's a 310 one. Oh. Well, I still don't know why it's not. Maybe if I look it up on the auction house, I can see whether or not I've learned the MOG. That's the real smart move. No, none of them are being sold. Oh well. I don't know. Okay. Mr. Microphone is still the best microphone. What am I doing? I'm doing one or 2 more runs. At least these Hearthstones are set to Fort Livingston. Asmongold found a guy with nearly all of the island mounts. I wonder how many islands that takes. I've read about people that have all of the stuff from the doubloon vendor, which would take an astonishing amount of islands. And not a single mount. That's basically the thing that's giving me the vibe that the mounts are really rare, is if you can do so many islands, like that's hundreds if not thousands of islands to get the doubloons, to completely finish the vendor and not see a single mount drop, that's wild. Got Jelly and the Bird. Google is training AlphaGo to pet battle, so you'll always have an instant queue soon. I main a Shadow Priest. I'm a Shadow Priest main. Bought one for 136k. It's a black felt top hat. I'm looking at, I've got it open in the WoW tab. Let's see, view in 3D. That is a nice hat. I don't know. Well, you know, it probably covers hair. It's probably one of those ones that would make my gnome look bald, so I probably wouldn't wear it. I would rather delete my account than run that many islands to have them all. Over 600, and I haven't seen a mount drop. Shadow Priest seem pretty rare. They got a lot of bad press this expansion. There was an awful lot of, I haven't heard about it recently because the new thing to be upset about is Activision, but I mean, it's not new, but it's current. But early on, Shadow Priest got a lot of bad press about how they were broken and they were no fun and they were ruined and they sucked and nobody played them, and it didn't really bother me. I played them and did perfectly acceptable damage and had a reasonable amount of fun. I don't think it's the best version of Shadow Priest, but I think it had some overblown anti-hype, and that may have influenced how many people play them. But you see them around. I see them around pretty often in World Quest and World Quest groups. And there's usually at least 1 or 2 others whenever I get into a World Boss group. So, you know, we're out there. We're out there. Methods Josh's Priest has 3 mounts, farming Heroic and Mythics over the past couple weeks, but he's doing hours a day. Yeah. Yeah, it might just be more hardcore than I'm willing to get about it. I'm not a Mythic Island person. I have never in my life touched a Mythic Island. I just pug them. Like, I just queue Heroics. And that seems to be a good balance for me of, you know, it's still valuable for me to pay attention, but I'm not, you know, if I have a teammate that's a little lost or a little confused, it's not going to ruin the run. And I find that's a good middling point where I don't get too frustrated. Tomorrow I get to start volunteering the place I want. Nice. Shadow Priest supposedly going to be good in Zara lore. That'd be kind of neat. The Island Expedition Vendor in Zandalar. I do know that one. It's on a raft. Oh, shoot. What? Hang on. I checked it for a video. It's... So if I look at Zarlor... I can't see it. Oh. Oh, I had it. It's like on the coast, on the bottom, like it's not up the pyramid. It's on the coast. Not by the boat. I had it. There we go. So all the way down like here on the Grand Bazaar on the west side, I guess you would call it. There's a little raft there. By the table, I should say. I'm dumb. It's right by the table. I don't know why I didn't think of saying that. 8.1 made some improvements in Shadow Priest. I made a video about it. You now, what do they do? The one that I remember off the top of my head is that you now get insanity whenever you use things like Power Word Shield, and I think Shadowman might give a little bit, maybe not. But Power Word Shield like gives as much insanity as you would have gotten from just like take a Mind Flay. So you can, you know, use your shield to like get around or whatever without losing out in your insanity gen. And then there's some other stuff too that I've just completely forgotten. But there was other stuff. My guild is making some of us go ranged DPS for next tier. Quick, teach me to Shadow Priest. Did I do a Shadow Priest guide this expansion? I don't remember if I did or not. I do one every now and then, but I'm not a great Shadow. I mean, I'm fine. You know what I can do to teach you to Shadow Priest is I can tell you where I learned. There's a website called Warcraft Priests. If you go to warcraftpriest.com/shadow, and I have it bookmarked so I can just link it in chat here. That's where I get all my info. So if I know something, it's because I learned it there. Those people know what's up, and they've got great guides. That's where I learn it. I played Vanilla, rated up to Patchwork in Next 40. I have no intention of playing Classic. It's fun back then, but you cannot go in the same room or twice or something like that. I think it'll have its community, and I think it'll be active and great for the people that are into it. But I don't know if everybody that is waiting for it is going to find it to be the experience that they want it to be. Even if they do it perfectly, it may just be a fact of there's no becoming the person that you were back when Classic was the first time. Even if the game is the same, our lives have changed. Have you got any of the new zone mounts? I only got the flying nope. I love that way of putting it. I don't have any of those. I was thinking of farming them on a stream sometime. Maybe on a Friday stream if it's like not a time walking week. Because like I see good farming spots, or like I'll be doing a world quest and I'll see that I have a chance to get one of them. But I haven't actually sat down and put time into farming them, and I definitely don't have any of them yet. Mythic Islands are too slow. Heroics are more productive for time and effort. I bet if you had a great group, I bet later in the tier, because they tuned all islands up, right? They tuned all the islands up with 8.1, and the raid isn't out until the end of January. And that's when the new gear is going to come out that lets you do those new islands more quickly. So I bet after another raid's worth of gear, and if you have a good group, the mythic ones will be more effective. But right now you might be right. Also known as How To Priest. That is true. They did used to be called that. And I wish that they had continued to be called that personally, just because when I search for Warcraft P, it takes me to Warcraft Pets, and I have to make sure that that's why I have a bookmark button for it, is because I can't, my browser autocomplete just always goes to Warcraft Pets first. But I thought the reason why they did it was there was like some conflict over the name. Like they were like, when they were called How To Priest, and maybe my brain made this up, maybe I dreamed this and it's not true, but it's funny. I thought that there were actual people that were wanted to learn how to be priests, like actual priests that were getting confused by the website. I don't know. I might have made that up. I don't remember. But I thought there was like name confusion over it. Oh man. No dog in camp? Where'd you go, bud? Go lay down. Joker, go lay down. Bet you he's on the couch. He likes to sneak up there when he thinks I'm not looking. He thinks I can't see him. Oh man. Yeah, no, the dog left. He's around somewhere. Half the fun was exploring the new worlds. I've already explored them. That is a good point. They got in trouble for the how-to priest name. Is Hira here? I haven't seen him today. He's probably busy. Shadow priest. Love the glasses. I'm glad somebody likes these ones too. These ones are more affordable. These are like $15 on Amazon. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm done for the day. I'm going to be working on raid guides until the raid comes out, basically. I'm going to be doing them over the weekend. They should start coming out Monday. Because there's nine bosses, right? Raid comes out on the 22nd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a vlog. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a vlog. 9 on the Monday before. So that's my schedule. I'm not planning anything that's not that. Even the baking stream, I'll probably book for after the raid comes out. I'll probably, once we get the results of the poll, I'll probably book the baking stream for like later that week. Although I'm also going to be raiding. I forgot I hope I'm going to be raiding. I hope my guild comes back. But anyways, I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Wait, that's what I say at the end of videos. I'm tired. I might go back to bed. Appreciate you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.